moments away. It's the Seahawks and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium. Here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wilson. There's Trimble, the tight end. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Wilson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by McManus is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
They have one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Boyle. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. More from L.A. in a moment. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff to Dillon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line. They'll look to run with Dillon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A.J. Dillon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. There's Wilson. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Dillon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's the big man, Dillon, with it. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Off play action. Boyle. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run here with Dillon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Wilson. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again here, Wilson. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. thrown to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On second and goal, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Dillon. Dillon a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, Dillon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, Boyle. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Boyle going deep here for Watkins. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Boyle. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. On first down, Dillon fights through and now a crease. And he's got this down to the 35. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give the tackle to Terrell Lewis.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Boyle. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 45 on second down, Wilson. That's taken in by Higgins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That caught by Trimble. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Open net. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnover.